Good afternoon, welcome to your Friday fitness. I am at my mum's in not so sunny Suffolk. The sun's gone in, unfortunately. Maybe it will come out, so I'm just using my mum's chair. Sorry I'm a bit late today. I've been trying to instead of 1 o'clock, so I'm going to do just a nice gentle seated workout, just some general mobility work, and I might do a little bit of core work because I've been doing core workouts this week, Monday and Wednesdays. But just a more general mobility workout for everybody. So as always, don't do anything that hurts. If you've got any issues or injuries and something is not comfortable, please don't do it. Just miss it out. You can always make movements smaller if you need to. Right, let's go. So thank you so much for joining me. You are sitting up nice and tall. You've got your feet hip distance apart and you've got your knees over the top of your ankles, and you're not leaning back in the chair, of course. You're sitting up away from the back of the chair. You've got your string pulling your head up towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall. Get your shoulders rolled back and your shoulder blades sliding down the back of the ribs, nice and flat. And as always with Pilates, your pelvic floor is lifted up nice and tight, so you're imagining that you're stopping yourself having a wee. Tightening up those pelvic floor muscles. Your tummy muscles are tightened up. You're bracing your tummy muscles so if something punched you in the belly, it would just bounce off nicely because you're tightening up those muscles. Slightly drawing your belly button towards your spine a little bit. Particularly when you're doing any twisting movements or any bending movements, particularly remember to tighten up the tummy when you're doing those. Okay, so let's just start off with the shoulders. So we're just rolling the shoulders back and feeling the shoulder blades sliding down the back of the ribs. A little bit crunchy. Now, if it's comfortable, you can roll them forwards as well. For me, that's not quite as comfortable as rolling them back, but by all means, you can do that if it feels okay. And then I'm going to roll them back again. So I like rolling them back because then you can really focus on sliding the shoulder blades down, back and down, really stabilising the shoulders, which is very important because it's very, very easy to get shoulder injuries, as I know. Okay, let's just take the shoulders up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. And then we're going to take them forwards and squeeze them back, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. Shoulders go forwards and back. Open up the chest. Forwards and back. And forwards and back. And then roll the shoulders back again. Lovely. Okay, we're going to do the head. So sitting up nice and tall, pelvic floor is lifted and tummy squeezed in. We're going to breathe in at the front. As you breathe out, you're turning your head. Breathing in at the front. You take it nice and slowly. If you've got any issues with your neck, please be careful. You can always make the movement smaller if you need to. Breathing in at the front, blowing out as you turn. Lovely. Breathing in at the front, blowing out as you turn. So if anything hurts, then just don't do it. Back to the middle, you're breathing in at the front. You're going to breathe out as you drop your chin down to your chest. And then don't do this next bit if it's uncomfortable or it makes you dizzy or anything like that. Lifting up if that's okay with your neck. Breathing in at the front. Breathing out as you suck the chin into the chest. You can miss this bit out if you need to. My neck always crunches when I do that, actually. That's a good thing. So then to the side, so your ear's going to your shoulder. Breathing in and then breathing out. Your ear goes to your shoulder, nice and gently. Breathe. Nice and small, nice and gentle. Lovely, like those. Excellent. So then back to the middle. So you're sitting up tall, not leaning back. Let's do the shoulders one more time. And then if it's comfortable, you're going to add your hands to your shoulders and you're going to just rotate your elbows. If that's comfortable, if you've got any dodgy issues, like dodgy shoulders issues, then you can always miss this bit out if it's not comfortable. Getting a nice bit of mobility in your shoulders. Here, lovely. Okay, let's move to the hands. So I'm going to do a little circle with the hands, the wrists. Circles back the other way. Lovely. And then we'll just move the elbows, getting the elbows moving. So we're just trying to mobilise all the joints here. Okay. And then we're going to take the arms up and then down. So try to keep the shoulders down away from your ears when you're doing this, not letting them hunch up to your ears. The neck's nice and long. Of course, the tummy squeezed in. I haven't forgotten that. Beautiful. All right. Everybody's favourite exercise, my favourite exercise, the dumb waiter. Elbows are touching your waist. You're opening up the chest and you're rotating the shoulders round and feeling the shoulder blades squeezing together behind. Such a good exercise for your posture, your breathing. Really good exercise. I would encourage everybody to do a few of these every day. In fact, I must get my mum to do some. Didn't manage to drag my mum outside to do the exercises with me, but I'll do some one-to-one with her in a little while. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. Lovely. So then you're going to take the arms up and out to the sides, back to the middle and down. Shoulders are relaxed. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then let's add in the little pulse. So lift them up and you're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Back and down. Do one more of those. Up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And back and down. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to do a bow and arrow. So you're going to have your shoulders relaxed. You're going to pull back your bow and arrow and you'll twist in. So a little bit of a twist. If you want to make it easier, do it without the head. Just as a shoulder exercise, but if you want to add in the twist, tighten up the tummy, sit up nice and tall, and make sure that you're breathing nice and deeply. Shoulders are relaxed and your neck is nice and long. Don't let the shoulders hunch up to your ears. That's really, really easy to do when you're doing this exercise, so really focus on keeping the neck nice and long. Beautiful. That's a lovely bow and arrow. Okay, depending on what sort of arms you've got on your chair, I might find it awkward with this one. You're just going to do a nice gentle side bend. I've got a chair with no arms at all, or sometimes I'm on a bench in the park. Today I've got arms, but not too bad. So just nice gentle. Again, with your twisting and your bending, that's when you're really, really focusing on tightening up those core muscles, those tummy muscles. Lovely. Okay, I'm just going to do a little pelvic tilt. So I'm going to turn slightly so you can see. I'm just tucking the bottom under. You can do this too. You can do this straight. So you're just tucking it under. Just turn so you can see what I'm doing. So you're tucking your bottom under. Let me do it standing up. So that's what you're doing. You're tucking your bottom under, but you're doing it sitting down. It's tricky to do it on the chair. You're tucking your bottom under. So your back will go back into the chair. So it's just warming up the lower bit of your spine. Tucking under, squeezing the tummy in. Lovely. Nice. So we've warmed up the spine in all three planes that I was talking about earlier in the week. We do up and down, side to side, and rotation, and we've done all of those. Good. Let's just lift up the toes. So lifting up the toes, feet are hip distance apart, sitting up nice and tall. And you're squeezing the tummy in. And then you're going to lift up the heels. I haven't done spiky balls on a Friday for ages, so I'm going to try and do that at some point soon. So everybody's got spiky balls. Spiky balls. You're going to lift up the toes and the heels. The toes, heels, toes, heels, and toes, and heels. And then one heel in the opposite toe, and one heel in the opposite toe, getting your brain going as well as your body. Lovely. Okay. So let's just pick up a foot. When you lift up one foot, you're automatically going to slump back a little bit. So try not to do that. Try to sit up tall, tighten up the tummy. You're going to do circles with one foot. Squeezing the tummy in, you're not leaning back. Circles in one direction and then back the other way. Ankles moving. Lovely. Pelvis foot. Circles in one direction, tighten up the tummy. And back the other way. gentle with them. Lovely. This one's clicking. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, you're going to squeeze your tummy in, lifting up one arm and the opposite foot. One arm and the opposite foot. Shoulders are relaxed, tummy squeezed in, and you're breathing nice and deeply. One arm and the opposite foot. Lovely. So then you're going to do the same arm as the foot. Same arm as the foot. Lovely. So that's the tummy in. Okay, then back to opposites. Opposite arm to leg. Nice tight tummy. And then if you can manage it, you are going to lift up. You take it out to the side. You've got space in the chair, back to the middle and down. This chair's a little bit awkward. Up, take it out to the side, back to the middle and down. It's quite hard work. Depends on the sort of chair you're sitting in, but it can be quite hard work. Up, out. I won't do circles today, that's too hard. One more of those on each side. Up, out, back and down, and up, out, back and down. Lovely. Okay, I'm just going to do a spine twist. So we'll do a nice basic spine twist with the hands in the middle of the chest. Feet are hip distance apart, knees are over the top, shoulders are relaxed. Keep your hands in the middle of your chest and keep your eyes on your fingertips. So you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're twisting. You're breathing in at the front. As you breathe out, you're twisting. Lovely. So the hands stay in line with the chest, the head stays in line with the hands. Everything's moving together, nothing's moving by itself. So you don't want arms going around like that, you don't want head going round. Everything's attached, everything's moving as one. You're sitting up tall, you're lengthening your spine, you're squeezing your tummy in, and you're breathing nice and deeply. Okay, so that's your nice gentle spine twists. And then I'm just going to do some more gentle side bends again, and then we'll make them a little bit bigger, which will work your core muscles a little bit more. So I've done the twist, and now doing the side bend. Breathing nice and deeply. Lovely. That's that. Okay, so we're going to do the spine twist again with bigger arms. So you're going to take the arms out to the side, and you're going to twist all the way round. It's a little bit harder. Twisting the waist. You're going to be working your back. You're going to be working your tummy muscles. Sitting up nice and tall and squeezing the tummy in. You've got this rotational movement with your spine. Really, really good for your working your core muscles. Lovely. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take the side bend a bit bigger. So we did an easy side bend down like that. So we're going to do a bigger side bend over the top. So of course you can always make it smaller. If you have got any arm or shoulder problems, you can always just do it with the arms down. The higher up your arms are, the harder it's going to be. You can make it smaller and not lean over as far, and just do it with the arms. If you can manage it, you're going to lean over further. It's going to work your core muscles more. But don't forget, you really do need to tighten those muscles, engage those core muscles. So those are the ones that you're working. And if you've got a strong core, if you can strengthen your core, it's really going to help your back. If you have any back problems, having a strong core will really, really help you. Okay, and then the other place, so we've done rotational, we've done side to side. So the up and down one is a crunch. If you were on the floor, you might do curl ups, crunches. So I'm going to do a sort of crunch but sitting down. So we're going to take the arms up and then down. You're going to bring your elbows down into a little crunch. So you're going up and bring your elbows down. So you're crunching down your ribs down towards your pelvis. So I'll do it standing up so you can see. Crunch. Pelvis, so the ribs are coming down towards the pelvis. So that's your crunch movement. So that's your up and down plane. One day I'll remember all the correct terms, the technical terms for these planes, but for now it's up and down, side to side and rotational. That'll do for me. Let's get them on. Lovely. Okay. So I'm just going to add in a little knee. So as you're going up, you're going to add in a little knee lift. So it's even more of a crunch. Little knee lift. So you're up. Now what you could add in, if it's comfortable, is a little bit of a back extension, so that you look up as you lift up. If that's not hurting your back, if that hurts your back, please don't do it. So you can look up, back, and crunch with the knee. So you're working your abdominal muscles quite hard here, even though that you're not standing up, you're not lying down doing complicated things. You still can work quite hard your abdominals. One of those. just going to do one more spine twist again. So a big spine twist again. I didn't bring any equipment today because you can always add weights to this to make it harder. Hello! Always add weights. Shoulders are relaxed, squeezing the tummy in. That's your lovely big spine twist, and I'm just going to do another big side bend. So all the way over the top, engage those core muscles, really tighten them up. Keep the shoulders down. Keep squeezing the tummy in and keep breathing, not forgetting to breathe. Okay, so nearly finished. Beautiful. So we've done a few little exercises, very, very basic. I'm just going to do a swoop. So you're going to swoop forwards and back. So you're rounding the back, arching the back. So again, this is mobilisation for your spine, but it's also working on core muscles. Crunch. And open. Absolutely fantastic. I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. That was your little sweet and soft and sweet seated workout from sunny Suffolk, which turned out not to be very sunny this afternoon at all, even though it promised to be sunny this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend. I'm not back on Monday.